Hy is net soos 'n menorah bly, hy so plek op die grond soos 'n menorah bly. It's either new the beer or nothing. We don't have to look for a blue shirt, we don't have to look for a green and orange.
Assalamu alaikum. Very good morning. I hope that everybody did a lot of dua for me last night. Because like it's going on in the media about a couple of words that I said last night, and I will address that to the public today again. Baie goeiemôre aan julle. And I know that we are now currently observing our COVID regulations, so we are to the maximum this morning, and we are abiding by something which is important, and that is the law. That is die wet van die land. And today I'm going to speak to you about three things that are important in this country that we are losing slowly but surely, and which I as the UIM, you as the people, are going to bring back. Ons het 'n paar goed wat ons moet terugbring, maar eerstens wil ek net vir my great sister sê, you are an unbelievable human being. Unbelievable. If the world had a pat on every corner, the world will be a better place.
Yes, definitely.
And what Pat has done, my Pat, is she has got people that are leaders and that care about society around her like you. Julle die mense. This morning we could have done a lot of things. This morning we could have gone on with our life. We could have had our coffee. We could have gone to the mall. We could have done what we do every day. But this morning we decided for a half an hour to come together as the people. As mense. And I want to get into it if you don't mind. Who and what is Neil de Beer? Neil de Beer is a normal citizen of this country that is living in an abnormal society in an abnormal time. Neil de Beer is 'n normale mens, soos u, maar wat in 'n abnormale tyd lewe, in 'n abnormale omgewing, soos COVID, soos 'n land wat brand, 'n land waar wet en orde nie meer gehandhaaf word as 'n standaard. Neil de Beer is in Stellenbosch gebore as 'n plaasjapie. As 'n normale man. Neil de Beer het daar skool gegaan, Neil de Beer het toe uitgegaan en Neil de Beer het toe skool gegaan soos almal en Neil de Beer wou 'n boer word, né? Nie 'n boer nie. Hy wou 'n boer word. Ons moet 'n bietjie begin onderskei wat is 'n boer en wat is 'n Afrikaner. Ek moet my language reg kry, né? Sy, ons moet verstaan, as ek sê die Afrikaners, is dit my ras, né? As ek praat van 'n boer, dis 'n man op 'n trekker, dis 'n man wat spoeg, wat skaaf. Ek bly daai reg. Ek wou 'n boer word. Weet jy hoekom? Ek het gehou daarvan om te sien as iets groei. Paar weke gelede my ma is nog gespaar, inshallah. My ma lewe nog in God se geduld. Maar kyk, ek gee my ma grys harte, né? Al van so af. Ek wil gou vir julle 'n storie vertel. Is standing up for something that I believe in, and that is a country that I fought for so many years ago. And then my mom said, maar my kind, moet jy vragtig nou in die politics ingaan? Toe sê ek, maar ek wil nie. Toe sê sy, my seun, can I tell you a story why I'm not surprised that you are now becoming a politician? I said, yeah. She said, one day all your grandmother's sisters, jy weet ons nie daar, toe ons nog 'n goeie familie was. Toe ons kinders en ons broers en ons susters, toe ons nog by een huis kon by mekaar kom. en celebrate ons as 'n familie. I know that's still happening in certain households and communities, but it's starting to die. Because I feel the younger generation is a different generation. But we are the matriarchs, we are the patriarchs. We've got to keep our families together. Because it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to look after our children. Want elke auntie en elke tannie, as jy verby hulle huis stap en jy rook, dan kikker jou neek. Dan gaan die ma nie skree nie, want sy weet, it's a village. Maar deesdae met die gangsters, kan ons ma's en pa's nie meer aan hulle raak nie. Because they threaten our moms. Isn't it weird how we've changed? Maar op hierdie dag, op hierdie Sondag on this Sunday, in Lentegeur in Stellenbosch, our whole family came together. Apparently I was 7 years old. And we had about 20 grandkids and we had about 50 people there. And Neil the Beer got lost. They couldn't find me. Nou kan jy imagine al die ma's en die tannies en die oumas, hulle soek vir hierdie blonde kop, die nog hare gehad, hierdie wit harige, blou oog laaitjie, 7 jaar oud en hulle kan my nie kry nie, want ons moet nou eet, nee. They started to look, and then someone said that Neil is disappeared, at 7 he's somewhere on the farm, they can't find him, he's gone. En toe begin het nou panic, en hulle begin my toe soek. En my ma sê, my oom loop so af, daar by die werkers, hulle noem die werkers, sy huisies op die plaas. En toe stap my oom af, en hy kom so om die hoekie, daar by die arbeiders ons bly, hulle noem hulle ons arbeiders. En daar staan my ma, and my mom looks around the corner, and I'm standing apparently on a bashoes, want die hele bashoes. I was standing on a bashoes crate, ne? On a crate, die kratte. Apparently I'm standing in the middle of all the workers' houses on a small bashoes crate, and I'm praying and preaching to the workers, and they're all sitting on the lawn. On the lawn, and I'm talking to them at 7 years old, and they all sitting and looking at me. And my mom was so mad because I ran away. But my uncle said, this is a miracle. Kyk hoe luister hulle vir die lady. Moenie hom gaan wegvat nou. Toe sê my ma, that is what you were destined for. Race, color, class, to you matters not. It matters not. In 1988, I joined Umkhonto Wesizwe. I joined the struggle. But that is now history. Because it seems that even on the farm when I was there, I already started to understand that it matters not the color of your skin, it matters the soul that you bear. It matters if you are a good person or a bad person. It matters not your race. It matters not your religion. If you are a Muslim or a Christian or a Jew or a Buddhist, what matters is that your God that you pray to is a good God. And it matters not if you are poor or if you are rich. What matters is the love you have for each other. That's what matters. As a Christian, I'm a fundamental Christian, but I am in love with Islam. When I stayed in Dubai, I understood that as a Christian staying in Dubai, I was living in a society of another religion, but I respected that faith. And in the Holy Quran, which is a beautiful book. It's a pity we don't read each other's books, because then we would be more tolerant of each other.
Yes, yes.
The slightest difference between Islam and Christianity is the concept of certain understandings and beliefs. But in the Quran and in the Christian Bible, it speaks about good and bad. So what is the difference? Well, the difference is that in Christianity, it is our religion, and in Muslim faith, it is a way of life. But we both believe in good. And in the Quran, it says, if every neighbor looked after and helped the neighbor, no one would need help in this country. Am I right? Am I right? As elke buurman na 'n ander buurman hulp gee, wie het hulp dan nodig? But we don't. We just don't. We don't help our neighbor anymore. Because of many reasons. Can you believe and imagine a world where we just help each other?
Oh, yes.
Just help each other. Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Umasakane. I'm here to tell you 3 things. I am a son of the struggle. I fought a war. Myself, Jeremy Leary, Andre Lincoln, if you go look at our book that's now published about Undercover with Mandela Spies. Dis waar ek was. I was a spy. Ek was 'n spioen. Maar regtig een. Nie 'n laaitjie. I was born in the thunder of the street. I picked up the AK and we fought apartheid. We fought it. My question is, did we defeat it? No. We got the vote, but we didn't get the economy. Because I have never heard in my life that you can take a ballot box, go to Checkers and ask for a dua. I never know that when you take your voters pamphlet, that you can walk into Pick n Pay and ask for a liter of milk. You need money. You need money. Our country is struggling because we have the perception of freedom and we didn't get it. We didn't get freedom. Poverty and cell phones. Poverty, well, at least you have your cell phone. The president lost his iPad. So from our point of view, inshallah. I want to quickly ask you for 10 minutes. Switch your phones off. Just quickly take it. Switch your phone, take your phone out. See if it's on silent. Just check quickly. I'll give you 2 minutes because that's the new protocol, ne? Yeah. This thing. No. Sugar. This thing has changed our lives for the worse. Nee, ek kan sê wat jy wil. Hierdie ding is gemors because this thing has destroyed communication as a human being to human being. It's destroyed it. Want jy praat nie meer met 'n mens nie, jy praat met sy voorkop vas. Ons kinders is nie meer mens nie. Hulle is nou tokkolosie. Want hulle tokkel die hele tyd. En hulle wil hom nie los. So hulle is 'n tokkolosie. Hulle tokkel die hele tyd, maar hulle wil hom nie los nie. So hulle is nou tokkolosies. Ons kinders kan nie sonder dit nie. This is the new drug. Want vat jou kind se selfoon weg. Dan begin hy. Ons kinders gaan, die nuwe kinders gaan so gebore word, so. Wat het gemaak het so? We are losing each other as human beings because we interact here. Ek het al 2 kinders gesien. Hulle sit langs mekaar so. Dan vra ek hulle wat doen, jy sê, no, we are missing each other. But you're sitting next to each other. Nee, is alright, ons wat op mekaar. What's the new greeting? The new greeting is not hello, not good morning. The new greeting is, do you have Wi-Fi? My son doesn't say hello to me anymore without saying, "Hi Dad, do you have data?" But let's chat. Let's chat. If this is the new generation, then we better adapt and adopt to the new generation. Pamphlets and posters and meetings are going to get less. TikTok and Instagram and Facebook is the new generation. Ons het nog postduif gebruik, man. Ja. En ons het nog klopduif. Ken nie klopduif? Jy het nog geklop aan jou been en sê jy sê nou, wat sê jy? Hallo sussie, het jy suiker? We are losing communication to speak to each other. Maar op 'n begrafnis wil jy kom vertel hoe goed daai man was. At a funeral, you now want to celebrate someone's life. Why did you not say you love him or her when they were alive? Number one, my attack publicly yesterday, I want to make it clear, on Julius Frikkie Malema was not an attack on Julius Malema, but he's a kind. In my eyes, he's a child. And I don't debate about serious stuff with a child. My attack on the EFF publicly yesterday was about them breaking the law. Nou kry dit in jou dik brein in. It's got nothing to do with race. It's got nothing to do with politics. It's the law of the land. Hoor my, we are live, ne? We are live on camera. So we might be 50 here, but we are speaking to 20, 30,000 lately here. So I see my Facebook page of yesterday is now on 68,000 people. Now this discussion live today is also going to go out to 11, 15, 40, 60,000. That's what we are pulling now as the UIM. We are pulling. So I'm not just speaking to you today. I'm speaking to South Africa. And I want to make it clear. Die Bybel sê, toe ek 'n kind was, het ek goed gedoen van 'n kind. Maar nou dat ek nie meer 'n kind is nie, het ek nie meer tyd vir die dinge van 'n kind nie. When I was a child, I did the things of a child. But now that I'm no longer a child, I have no time for the things of a child. The saving of the soul of this country is not being a child. We need serious people to talk about serious matters. Serious. So here's the discussion, and you made it a racial discussion, I now see. You've made it a racial thing. Because obviously, I don't know if you don't know it. Don't get a fright now. Stay calm. I'm white. Is it okay? Someone okay? Yes. All right? You know, I was so in the struggle. I was so comrade that one day I was sitting in my home in Umtata. I was sitting there, and there was a guy arguing, and I came to Cape Town, and a business guy was sitting there, and it was me, and it was 4 other business guys and 2 other guys. And this one guy was picking a fight with me about capital, and about education, and about we need to do this and that, and he continually referred to the blacks, and he continually the colors, and he went on, and I looked at this guy and I said to him, listen, us black people, we are also tired. And this guy's eyes went like this, and I went, and he went, huh? And I went, sorry, I forgot, I need to rectify us people. He said, but you refer to yourself as black. I said, absolutely. I am everything that is in this country. I am black, I'm indigenous, I'm Khoisan, I am everything that this country embodies. I am a South African. I'm not black, I'm not colored, I'm not Khoisan, I am not white, I am a South African first. First. Yes, sir. But we forgot to be South Africans because we were so racial, so divided, so hurt. We forgot to unite as South Africans first. I said we need a World Cup every day because it seems the only time that we are together. Is that a World Cup? As ons die ding aansit, dan is Sipo en George en Neef en Jan en Trudy en Gar, daar sit ons en laat een ou opstaan en sê, "Sy," dan staan almal op. En dan sê hulle, "Jy gaan op jou moer kry hier vandag." Because we are South Africa. We forgot to be a country. You see, the politicians want to kill us by making us race again. Am I right, South Africa? Am I right? The normal human being, yes, we cannot forget the past, but you cannot live in it. We are 50 and 60 and 70 and in God's grace we'll become 90 and we will still be stuck in apartheid because we live in it. Ons wil dit nie laat gaan nie. When you lost a daughter, when you lost a son, when you lost a dad and you lost a mother, you do not forget the loss, but you must go on with life. Jy kan nie daai ding elke dag lewe in jou hart nie, want dit breek jou hart. We have to let it go, but we don't forget. South Africa, ons is 30 jaar. 30 jaar na apartheid. My question is, how long? How long? Well, I'll tell you how long.
6 months.
ANC, you are riding on the coattails of liberation. You liberated us 30 years ago. Laat het nou gaan, man. Laat het gaan. But ANC, who I was part of 30 years, né? Don't forget Ellen Boesak.
Yes, yes.
Sjoe. Jy het vergeet wie dit is, né? Did you forget it?
No.
You forgot Ashley Cook?
No.
You forgot it? I'm asking. I'm asking. So wait a minute. Who? Are you telling me there was other groups except the ANC that were fighting for freedom as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember the UDF?
Yes.
Do you remember the UDF? Do you remember the UDF? Do you remember why that young man died? He didn't die because he was a gangster. He didn't die because he was a rebel. He stood and faced those forces and he fought them for 5 hours on his own. And then they murdered him. But we forgot it, eh? Your problem is that you cannot move from a liberation movement to an effective government.
Never. Never.
You must change. Our people don't want to talk about the liberation struggle anymore. We want to speak about housing, electricity, schooling and health. And you reminding us every day that you set us free is utter rubbish. Because as if you think we don't know. Maar jy moer aan mekaar terug en jy sit 'n pa van my, Mandela, se gesig op 'n t-shirt to get your vote.
Yes.
Why don't you replace our stalwarts the people that fought for liberation. Why don't you replace that picture and put a photo of a new university in Lentegeur?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You can't eat liberation anymore. We have been given it. The question is, what the hell are you doing with it? Want ek kan jou in die tronk sit. Ek kan jou uit die tronk uithaal en ek kan vir jou freedom gee. I can give you freedom, nee. Wat gaan jy daarmee maak? What are you going to do with it? So you are now free?
No.
You are free? No. A person that served 10 years, 20 years in jail, that comes out of the gate, do you think that person is free? No. You're wrong. That person now needs to be rehabilitated. That person needs to be shown that society has forgiven you. Our problem is we call it the Department of Correctional Services. What the hell is corrected? Now, what did you correct? You see, when you go into jail and you went in there as a person that took a screwdriver and gou-gou dingetjie oopgebreek vir 'n radio. Now you send him 8 years to jail. Do you know what he learns in jail? Worse.
Yes.
It's the Academy of Criminal Technology.
Yes.
Because now when you came out there, instead of just being a person that stole a bread for your child, you have now learned how to hotwire a car.
Yeah.
Is it that?
Yes.
Nee, luister. You know I'm on the ground, né?
Yeah.
A gangster is someone's child. A gangster is someone's son. A gangster did not get born a gangster.
No.
So gangsterism is wrong. But as an intellectual, I'm interested what made that person become a gangster. Dan kan nie ons moet 'n bietjie slimmer wees en agter dit ingaan. I know them. I know them. Nee? I know them. I know the dark side. Ek kom dan daai. I've spoken to gangsters. Now don't get scared. Some of you are friends with them.
Yes, very much.
Some of the gangsters, you went to school with them.
Yes.
Nee? When you walk down the road, just because he's a gangster doesn't mean you don't know him. Hy dan jou sandwiches gedeel en staan dit af. The difference is you stayed here and he went there. But I want to ask you a question. When you walk in the streets of Lentegeur and Bellard and Mitchels Plain, Valhalla Park, Menenberg, Elsies and Delft, tell me, when you walk down the road and you see a gangster, do you see a gangster or do you see Johnny? I'll take you a bet. Johnny, when he sees you, greets you.
Yes.
He greets you.
Yes.
Boss. And you say, boss, Johnny. Because you don't see Johnny the gangster. You see Johnny the lady that used to play soccer with you at school. Am I right?
Yes.
You don't agree what Johnny is doing.
Yes.
But you remember Johnny when he was different. We need to go deeper, Pat. We need to go find out what is the solution before we attack the problem. Because the problem is not going to go away. The DA in this province is daar. Die DA is daar. Nou, ek het al 60 keer gesê vir Dirty Dan. Ken julle vir Dirty Dan? Ken julle vir Dirty Dan? Julle ken vir Dirty Dan? Ken julle vir Dirty Dan? Wel, is snaaks, want blyk my Dirty Dan ken nie vir ons nie. Mr. Dan Plato, Dirty Dan. You know why I call him Dirty Dan? Because he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. He doesn't want to get his hands dirty. Maar ek sien, hy brand nou liters en liters petrol, my broer. Want hy ry nou straat vir straat. He's now becoming worse than the guy that works for Joshua Dog. Want hy klap die katte uit die deure uit, né? I don't know when did he become a carpenter. Want al wat ek sien, Dirty Dan, die is daar doen is, ek sien hom loop in die straat en hy maak so op ons deure. Hy sit er nou maar. En elke keer as hy 2 keer klop, dan hoor jy van binne af. Sit! Jo. Jo. I don't know Dan. I don't want to know Dan. I want to know a mayor that cares about his people. I don't care who you are. I don't care. I want to see a mayor that comes and stands with our community where they don't have food. Yes. I want to see a mayor that comes to a community where they have had no electricity for a week. I want to see a mayor that will stand with our informal settlement community and give them toilets. I want to see a mayor that will get up and say to people that in winter, don't worry, we will not remove you from your shacks.
Yes, yes. I'll put a
and when we have people that are in the backyards, you know, we've got people that stay as backyard dwellers. We don't want the law to kill us. We want empathy and support. Because technically, there should be no backyard dwellers, and there should be no one in the Western Cape staying in shacks.
Yes.
There should be no one on a waiting list for longer than 2 years before you get your house. That's 30 years! 30 years Amina is sitting and waiting for a house. She will die before she gets her house. And here's the shocking thing, DA. Here's the shocking thing, ANC. Here's the shocking thing, FFF. Here's the shocking thing, Patricia de Lille. Patricia! Dit gaan ons nou goed in die kap. Hey, nou, what the hell is good? Zeg maar. Nou kom sy. Nou kom sy. Hier. Dis oor die kroon vir jou, my broer. Dis oor die kroon, my broer. Nee, Lentegeur, dis tyd vir die waarheid. Because the truth shall set you free. En dan julle wat ons sê was aan en ding. Die waarheid maak seer, my broer. Die waarheid maak seer. Neel de Beer praat die waarheid. Ek gaan vir jou gee. Ek gaan vir jou gee. It's called ATM politics.
Yes.
ATM. Ne? ATM politics. We don't vote because we care anymore. We vote because we get paid to vote. Yeah. So vir 'n keppie en 'n T-shirt en 'n voetpasel wat jou 3 dae hou. You sell your soul for 5 years. Net ons bra. Jy gee vir ons 'n voetpasel. Jy gee 'n T-shirt, jy gee 'n cap en jy gee ons net amper sê ek hy woord. Mense, as ek verkeerd is, nee, as ek verkeerd is, doe my net jag my in die saal uit. Jag my uit. Want ons kan nie meer nie, man. We give our soul every 5 years.
Yes.
And then you come back a month before that 5 is over, en dan wragtig bring jy jou gefriet,
En jy staan weer daar, nadat jy boggerol vir ons gegee het, en nou kom vra jy vir nog 5
jaar. 10 jaar.
Nee man, wie dink jy is tyd? Hulle vat ons vir 'n pop my broer. Hulle vat ons vir 'n pop my broer. Nou gaan jy van die PIC na die DA toe. En jy mal. You went from Robert Sobukwe, the most ultra-left liberal, the man who said that Africa belongs to Africans, and jy gaan sit met die DA.
How low can she go?
Well, I think very low.
As low as low.
No, sorry, I'm not attacking her. I'm not attacking her. Sy's nog 'n goeie auntie. She's good, it's good, it's nice. I only have one problem with her, and I'll tell her to her face. What happened when 8 years ago you were screaming every day about the arms scandal? You were attacking the ANC to say they stole the money, and now say your back, want jy's nou 'n minister in die kabinet met hulle. Nee man! Dink jy ons is mal? We have a memory. Want jy is nou stil. Kan ek vir jou sê hoekom is jy stil? Jy sien sy's nou skoon, want jy verdien die kroon. En dit is jou boon. Want jy is 'n mormoon. I'm a rapper. South Africa, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maar ons kan nie aan mekaar vir 'n pop gevat word nie. We can't every day get promises and get told, give me another 5. Weet jy wat het my ouma gesê? As jy brood geleen het langsaan, voordat jy gaan vra vir suiker, gee eers die brood terug man. Anders kan jy nie jou gesig daar wys nie. My ma sê, dit is lelik. Nee, is lelik. It's time for change.
Must change.
It's time for change.
Now we must change.
It's time for change.
Yes.
Because what they're thinking, they are just going to get voted in.
Again. By our people.
Now, I want to make it clear. I'm putting it on the record. Eh? I met with Fadil Adams. Is hy nou klaar met my? Is die roemer nou verby? On record, here it is. Neil de Beer met with Fadil Adams. I met him. Okay. And we had a coffee. So hierdie roemer dat ek nie met hom praat nie, and that I'm not willing to speak to the Cape Coloured Congress and that other congresses is wrong. I met with them because I was asked to meet, and a leader meets the enemy, the leader meets the opposition, because it's about the people, not you. So there were people that said, Neil, go hear them out, because that is intelligent. That's intelligent. You don't just say, no, I represent you, and you want a leader that speaks to all. So I met with Fadil Adams. I did. What did I take from the meeting with Fadil Adams? I'll tell you what I took out of it. I took out of it only the good, not the bad. Because every human being on earth has good and bad. It depends what you want. Is that right? You cannot say because a man has a different opinion, you will not speak to that man. That is not intelligent. Am I right? Yes. What would happen if Nelson Mandela refused to meet the clerk? What if Nelson Mandela decided he will not meet with the clerk? Because the clerk is this and Mandela is this. Can I tell you? No freedom. chaos, we would have had civil war. Is it correct?
Yes.
But what did Madiba do? Madiba came and he sat and he listened to a person who represents an organization that put him in jail for 27 years, and he still drank tea with him. You see, Nelson Mandela said, if I didn't leave by hate, as I was leaving the island behind me, I could not be a sane human being today. It seems that South Africa and America are the two countries that can make everything into a racial argument. No. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
It seems that America and South Africa can make everything racial. Even the debate about you want coffee or tea or you will tea drink. Jy's a racist. Now it's a cup of tea, now you're a racist. South Africa and America can turn anything into race. It's not right. The law is the law. So yesterday the media and the world said to me when I attacked Julius Malema, they said the reason I'm attacking Julius is because I'm a racist. And I wrote back and I said, can I ask you, I was 32 years in the ANC and I was 9 years in Umkhonto weSizwe. Jou dof dan. Do I look like a racist? But now that you want to make it a racist debate, if not qualified racism, is an idiotic debate. It gets us nowhere. Gets us nowhere. That's why I said on the news the other day, the biggest problem this country faces is not the conservative or the liberal. It's the racist. Is ek reg?
Yes.
Dis die wit rasis. Dis die swart rasis. Dis nie die wit en swart nie. It's us as human beings that make it racial. Now if you're a racist, you must leave society. You must leave it. Because racism, is ignorance. Because I have met bad whites and I have met bad blacks. So what does that make it? It makes it bad. I'm not attacking the DA. I'm not attacking the ANC and I'm not attacking the good party or the bad party or the IFP or COPE. I'm attacking your poor delivery. That's IQ, né? That's IQ. Want hulle is almal kak. Sorry, bleed. Nee, man, ek kom van die straat af. Ek sal sê wat ek wil. We must stop being politically correct. When you stand in Melenberg over a young boy of 12 that's just been shot 5 times, what the hell are you politically correct for? There's no more time to be politically correct. There's a young boy with 5 holes. Now you know at night, I fight crime. You saw me on carte blanche. You saw I fight crime. I put a bulletproof on and I go fight it. Where are you? Well, I'm in Mitchels Plain every weekend. Where are you? Nou kom sê jy vir my, you want to fight crime. Jou gat man. I'm standing in the blood of our children. I'm standing in front of our gangsters, whom are people too. And I'm trying to tell them, you know what? You know what? As jy op mekaar skiet, né? Skiet raak. Né? Jy net raak warm in hierdie gedig. Politics is something I'm bloody passionate about because I just got into it. Hoor gou vir my. Hoor gou vir my. As jy op mekaar skiet net raak man. as jy 'n kursus soek, kom na my toe. Want jy skiet ons kinders raak. Jy skiet ons kinders, jy skiet ons vrouens en jy skiet ons mense dood terwyl jy mekaar skiet. I mean, then you're not in the right business. Stop killing our kids. Is that politics? No. When you shoot a child, is that politics? No. It's life. We need the gangsters of this country, and especially in the Western Cape, to say to us that a gangster, again I'll tell you, is a human being that is the son and is the father of a person. The gangster is not inhuman. He's not an alien. Hy het op skool toe gegaan saam met jou. Hy het in die ry saam met jou gestaan. Julle het partymal sommer dieselfde girlfriend ook gedoen. Nou sê 'n gangster en jy's 'n mens en jy skryf hom af. I get it. But you know what? The root cause of gangsterism in this country is poverty. It is society, and it is no work for our children. Daar lê hy! Daar lê hy! Nee, praat! Lentegeur! Daar lê hy! Hy lê daar! Want 'n 12-jarige laaitjie wat se ma alleen hom groot maak en nie kos het nie. Hy stap elke dag by daai flat se trappe af en hy sien 'n gangster. En die gangster, hy dra bling, my broer. Is ek reg? No, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, tell me to shut up. Because the role model of our children is not a business guy. It's a gangster. And now, you know what the gangster does? The gangster says to the laity, hey, vat gou hierdie ding. Ag, gee jy dit gou vir daai ou. Ag, gee ek jou 50. Die laity weet nie wat dit is nie. So hy vat sy beem en hy dink, dis 'n brood, dis melk. Miskien kan ek vir my ma 'n stukkie brood gee, want ek het nie 'n pa nie. Am I talking right? Or am I talking wrong? Am I on the right track here? Am I on the right track? Then he goes and he gives the thing, he doesn't know what it is, he thinks, but he gets the 50, and he takes the 50, en hy koop sy brood, en hy koop sy melk, en miskien 'n baalwan, en hy gee het vir sy ma, want nou is hy die man. Nou vra sy ma, waar kry jy dit? Dan sê sy ma, maak die sakkie ma, ons maag is vol vandag. Are you going with me? Maar nou die laaitjie geweet, as ek na die ou toe gaan, en ek doen vir hom iets, dan kry ek geld. Nou kom hy af, nou staan hy, nou sê die ou, jy het goed gedoen my broer. Vat die ding, dan sit jy om hier, dan gaan gee jy gauw vir die ou, dan gee ek jou 100 rand. Nou is dit 2 brode, en miskien 2 blikkies pilchards. Am I talking the truth here? And 5 months later, the guy takes this and he says, as jy die ding vat, en jy skiet die ou, dan gee ek jou 1000.
Thanks.
He went from a boy to a gangster in 5 months. Maar as die laaitie in 'n youth center was, en daar was computers by die youth center, en iemand het vir hom gesê that you can do gaming, you can do programming, you can actually build your own company. He wouldn't be a gangster today.
He will be self-sustainable.
We would fight 1 out of every 5 to save that child. Am I right? Where's the major big youth center in Lentegeur? Where's the computer training center in Lentegeur? Where is the school of entrepreneurship in Lentegeur? Bastard! I'll tell you where it is. It is with Dirty Dan Plato's Mercedes-Benz. It is with the DA government sitting at their offices and not coming to the people. It is sitting in the ANC's pockets because you stole 2 trillion rand.
The people's bread out of their mouth.
Do you know how much 1 million rand is?
Yes.
Do you know how much 1 billion rand is? Do you know how much 1 trillion rand is? Maar jy kan nie 100 miljoen rand vat en vir die mense wat al 30 jaar op 'n lys is om 'n huis te kry, kan jy nie eers 'n huis bou van 60-80.000 rand nie.
It's too weak.
Nou sê iemand vir my, "Maar Neil, you are an economist.
Yes.
You are in global business. What are you trying to do?" I said, "I built my 3 houses in Philippi myself already. Myself. Ek kan nie meer. Imagine if I am the president. Imagine if you are the leadership. Because we made a mistake. We started to pay people to care. A councillor is paid to care. Do you understand that? So if you are paid to do something, you don't want to lose that pay, do you? Yeah. So when you get 30 or 50,000 rand a month, and suddenly you're going to lose it, what would you do? What would you do? You would do anything to keep the salary. So we have a racial issue, we have a poverty issue, and we have a leadership issue. But more than that, we have an issue that we lost respect for each other. Ons het maniere verloor. My seun staan daar agter. Hy raak nou 'n bietjie groter as ek, so die tyd om hom te moer raak min. Maar dan moet ek maar 'n wapen gebruik soos 'n stoel om hom te neek. But there's something I want to tell you about my son. My son has manners. My son does not see color. Because he grew up in a guy who was part of Umkhonto Wesizwe. He grew up in my house where we don't see color. In actual fact, we despise racism, don't we, Reese? I have a son that when an older person comes in, stands up. I have a son that calls a person older than him, sir, madam. I have a son that opens the door for a lady to pass. Maak nie saak as die vrou deurgaan dat sy nie sê dankie nie. I now find women are surprised when men open the door. My son has something that I love, and that is maniere. We have lost manners. Maniere. The UIM is not politicians. The UIM is you. Like me, I'm an ordinary man who decided in 1988 that it is wrong to make a person that is not white second-class citizen. I said no. No. I paid the price, hè? Nee, verraaier. Ek is dit, ek is dat. Hulle het my ter dood veroordeel. Hulle wil my kom doodmaak, toe sê ek vir hulle, kom man. I would rather die standing up for the rights of people than spend my life on my knees listening to you. I will not allow it. Maar my pa, luister gou vir my kanale, hoor gou vir my. I thought when we were in 94, kan ek my boetse, kan ek my uitkei, kan ons hom ophang, né? Because I thought this country is free.
It's free.
Ek sê oud op nie, maar het lyk net nie so nie, want ek dink ek is jong. Ek is jonger as die jonges. Nou kyk al die politicians. Jonathan Steinhuisen. Dis nag. Kyk hierdie ou. Check man.
Dat is nag, ek is
Nee. Waar kom hy? Hey, if that's the opposition, dan's ons mos moer toe. Ons is moer toe. Cyril. Hey Cyril, I know you for so long, my brother. Ek noem jou nou Soekie Cyril, né? Want ons soek jou en ons kry jou nie. En die Bybel sê, soek en jy sal vind. Klop. Jy sal opgemaak word, vra. En jy sal jou antwoorde kry. Nou daar sê inshallah, ek vra, ek klop en ek soek. Al wat ek vra. Al wat ek vra. Al wat ek vra. Ek vra dat jy die deur oopmaak, want ek klop, want ek betaal belasting, sodat jy die deur kan oopmaak. Nou sê hulle, ek het gister 'n verskriklike aanval geloods op Julius Frikkie Malema. Daai ding is 'n kind. Hy's 'n kind. Nou sê daai man, hy's 'n CIC. He's a commander-in-chief. Now I think you're a commander-in-chief of a rubber duck. He's a rubber duck chief. I am the chief of a battleship called the SAS UIM. Ons het nie tekens sien nie. Ons het 18 en 19 mil kanonne. En as daai battleship SAS UIM deurkom, maar ry ons jou rubber duck moed. So jy staan in die pad. Julius, get out the way. You are in our way. En as 'n goeie skipper, ry ek jou nie net binne jou moerie, ek sink jou op dieselfde tyd. Maar, die Here sê, ek moet genadig wees, so ek gaan maar vir jou 'n paar van daai rings oorkom. You're getting in our way to freedom, to justice, and to a country that looks after our people. That's the part. Now here's the thing, Julius, I know you, funny enough. Ek het foto's met jou. Ja. Ek het foto's met jou. Ek en Julius, né? Kyk hier. Dis 'n bietjie daar, né? Kom Julius, maar ek het foto's met Julius. En waar hy so maak met my. Don't forget it. When you were the president of the ANC Youth League, I was far already a MK veteran. Nee? Toe jy Lego gebou het, toe skop ek apartheid se gat. Nou kom sy vir my sê, jy's 'n commander-in-chief. Daar sy kry vir jou my broer. Dis hoe ver jou command gaan. Jy dink jy vat 2000 mense en jy maats met rooi overalls. Nou jou kleur is verkeerd. Dit moet orange overalls wees. Maar die overall is reg. Is ek reg, my kleur. Die overall is reg. Dis net die verkeerde kleur. Now it's got nothing to do with Julius. It's got nothing to do with Steinhuisen. It's got nothing to do with anti-pack. It's good, it's nice. Het het niks te doen met hulle nie. Wie wat het te doen met Lentegeur? Jy het ons mense vergeet. You left us. You left us alone. Because you are allowing today in Heideveld. Wie weet waar Heideveld is? Is daar enigiemand van julle wat net vir Dan Plato 'n location kan stuur? Laat hy weet hoe om by Heideveld uit te kom. Want in Heideveld sit ons met 'n community wat in shacks bly. En ek hoor die stad van Kaapstad. I hear the city of Cape Town want to remove them in winter. This city cares about you. Hier's jou nanas. Hier jou nanas. Hier jou nanas. Hier jou nanas. That's how much you care. You don't care. Because there's the law.
Yes.
And then there's being a human being.
That's correct. Yeah.
We don't want to fight the law, do we?
No.
But Julius, yesterday, broke the law. Now here's the surprise. I'm not attacking an insignificant human being. I'm attacking that he's breaking the law. Now someone asked me, Neil, hoekom is jy so worried oor die law?
Right? Ons must. It's the guidelines. Yes, the country.
Ons het gebroei vir die ding. Hierdie ding is die verskil tussen barbaar en mens. It's the law. Now the law must be respected, yes or no?
Yes.
Because it's an equalizer.
Everybody.
But now, what about apartheid law?
No.
It was law,
Yes.
but it was an unjust law. So yesterday, listen to this, yesterday, when the EFF were told, you're only allowed to be 100 people. You are 2,000. You know what the spokesperson of the EFF said? He said, we are treating the law of this land today like the apartheid law. It's an unjust law. You? Okay, wait a minute. Apartheid was an unjust law, yes or no?
Yes.
You suffered it.
Yes.
Did you suffer under apartheid?
Yes.
Was apartheid bad?
Yes.
Is apartheid over? No. But can you fight that we work together? Can I quickly tell you, kan ek gou vir julle sê, die probleem is, en ek onthou ek het begin om te sê, maar, ek het gesê, daar is 'n verskil tussen 'n boer en 'n Afrikaner, né? In my taal, né? 'n Boer is 'n oop trekker. Hy maak ons kos. Is ek reg? Die Afrikaner nasie is 'n nasie. Die Griekwas is 'n nasie. Die Khoisan is 'n nasie. Die San is 'n nasie. Die Xhosa, die Zulu, die Bafokeng is 'n nasie. Is ek reg? Kan ek gou vir julle iets vertel? Moenie skrik nie, maar kan ek gou vir julle vertel? Nie almal kyk Google en soek Neil de Beer nie. Not everybody Googles Neil de Beer before they meet me. Is ek reg? Daar's baie van julle in hierdie saal wat my nie geken het. Julle ken my net op Facebook. Maar vandag ontmoet julle my. Maar julle ken my nie eintlik nie. You didn't know my history up till today. Some of you. Nou kan ek reguit praat, maar ons het mos agree, ons praat die waarheid vandag. Because the truth shall set you free.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah, call a spade, not an agricultural implement. Say hom. So can I be straight with you on the matter?
Be straight.
Can I tell you? I sometimes go to a braai or I go to a dinner, né? En dan is daar net wit Afrikaner mense. Julle weet dit, né? Nou baie van die wit Afrikaner mense wat my mense is, want ek kom daar uit, né? Baie van hulle weet nie wie ek is nie. Is ek reg? They don't know that I was in the ANC. They don't know I was actually a MK fighter. Am I right?
Yes.
Nou hoor gou vir my. Luister, in Suid-Afrika, I'm giving you incredible information. Am I? But can I say if I'm saying something wrong? I'm sorry. But is Lentegeur predominantly, can I call it a colored community, a indigenous? It is so, is it not? It's an indigenous community. Am I right?
Yes.
Have you ever really, have you really actually spoken to an Afrikaans guy, an Afrikaner, straight?
Yeah.
Have you? No. But
Okay.
you are incredible. Have you? Have you sat in their house and had dinner and had a political debate with an Afrikaner white? Have you? No. Nee, maar ek praat nie nou van vals nie. Ek praat van regheid. Het julle al? No. So can I tell you something? As being a person that goes and sits there and has massive political debate. You can imagine I have debate, ne? Can I tell you something? The majority want to go on with life. The majority of Afrikaners in this country don't want to live in apartheid anymore. They want to just go on. They want to earn a living. They want to help. They want to move on. I'm talking not all of them. I'm talking the majority that I'm speaking to. Hulle is gatvol soos jy. Hulle wil nie meer nie. Hulle wil nie. Now yes, there must be restitution. There must never be forgotten. But can we not build a country that makes us South Africans first? Can we not? Can we not? And I'm sorry, I'm not politically correct. I thought Dan Plato, coming from a certain race demographic, would care more about his own people. I was wrong. I was wrong. He doesn't care.
Never care.
I'm sorry. So I'm not attacking people, I'm telling you the truth. Nou Lentegeur, doe my 'n guns. Wanneer vat ons ons strate terug? When are we taking our streets back? The woman of this country is the foundation of our souls. The men must be the strong ones. But it's not so sometimes. It's the woman.
Yes.
It's the woman.
Yes.
Dis die ma wat na die kind moet kos gee. Dis die ma wat die kinder moet vashou. Dis die pa wat kom verdedig. I am a movement that is becoming a party in 14 days from today. We are registering Wednesday. And the reason I've decided to take you and me to politics is because it's time to put credibility back in City Hall. It's time that in 2024 there is honor, care and credibility in Parliament again. Now, here's the good news. I am running for president of this country.
Yes.
I'm going to run. I'm going to run. And the reason I'm going to run is because of three things. One, I care. Two, I work my butt off. And three, I have honor. And if you have care, honor and work ethic, you must make a change. Nou sê 'n man, dink jy die land is reg vir 'n wit president? Toe sê ek, miskien is ons moeg net vir 'n Ek soek my maat terug. Waar is my tannie hierso? Want sy sê alles wat ek hier kan sê. 30 years later, we are still judging leadership in color. 30 years later, we are still judging leadership in race. I'll tell you what, I am a competent international businessman that will bring back honor into the country because we will not steal money. We will build houses. We will connect electricity. And we will fight crime with everything we have. We will allow dignity to come back to you. Because, I'll say it and I'll say it again. The colored people, whatever you want to call us, I call them people, have no voice anymore. Now I'm sorry, I said to Fadil Adams, I said to the Cape Colored Congress, you are talking the right thing, to the wrong institution. Because if you are just going to fight for the Cape Coloured in Cape Town, you have missed the plot. Because what about our coloured people in East London, in Uppington, in Kimberley, in Port Elizabeth? Is daar nie kleerling mense daar nie? So you will set the people free in Cape Town, maar moer toe met die res. You are a nation, and that nation has the right to stand up. Can I tell you why the coloured nation is Murtu? Because you can't unite. You cannot get unite. Because the day that you unite, you will be able to claim the country. Must I say it again? Moet ek het weer sê? Moet ek het op record sê? Moet ek het sê? Moet ek het sê? Dis jou land hierdie! Dis die Kalatse land hier! Wat se kakpraat sy? Nee, sê dit! Maar julle kan nie saam staan nie. Want ek is die leader, en ek is die leader, en ek is die leader. Julle allemaal is die leader, maar julle doen bokkerop. Nee, ek sê het. You asked me to come here, Pat.
Yes.
You asked me to tell the truth. Net soos 'n boer sy land het, het jy jou land. Los die boer se land en vat joune. Maar jy laat hulle toe om sommer tussen julle kom land afsteek. Sy. Maar sommer nie. Onthou jy in die oggend as jy opstaan met jou koppie tee môre en jou pantoffels en jou kurrels, dan kom mamos uit met die skuif, dan trap sy daai deur oop van die slipper en dan sê sy, Jesus, hier is Sipho langs jou gesteek. Morning neighbor, morning. Waar kom jy vandaan? No, I just named it. Okay, do you want a cup of coffee? That's our name. That's our name. That's our name. Want ons wil nie fight nie, ne? Ons soek net ons Tupperware terug. Hou net gou vas, want ek hier daar sê. Partymal van ons, ne? Ne? Dan sal hulle sê, maar as die melktert. I've got to wrap up by saying, we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. We don't want to be angry. We want to live in peace. Maar julle gee julle land terug, want almal wil 'n leier wees. A leader is a leader who doesn't want to be a leader, but is asked by the people to lead. Moet ek dit weer sê? 'n Leier is 'n mens wat nie 'n leier wil wees nie, maar wat deur die mense gevra word, sal jy lei back? Sal jy lei back? Sal jy lei? But a good leader appoints better leaders around him or her. Because a good leader is not afraid to be a leader. I am Neil de Beer. I am the incumbent President of the Republic of South Africa. Ek skrik vir niks. Ja. If we must unite you, then we will unite you. Because the rights that you have as a nation, the rights that you had since the day of Oud Chumayu, the real name of Harry die Strandkoper, that was his name. Sy naam was nie Harry nie. Sy naam was nie Nelson nie. His name was Rolihlahla Madiba Mandela. Nelson was given to him. Here's my Turu cycle. Now, can I quickly tell you, voordat julle my, ek sê mos die ander dag vir 'n politician, can you give me advice? I'm about to go into politics. He said, yes, when you meet people, tell them to stab you in the chest because my back is full. Ons is goed in daai, né? Hallo my Bobby. Hoe gaan dit my leier? En sy omdraai. Ons gun mekaar mos net. Net. Jafta kom met 'n nuwe rokkie aan, né? Anti-jab. En dan kom sy verby die neighbor en dan sê die neighbor, ooh, 'n mooi rokkie, né? En dan sê jy vir jou man, wonder waar sy nou die weer gesteel het? Wonder waar hulle nou weer die kar gekry het? Ek trek al in want jy's nou net promote. You've been promoted to junior bank manager. You were teller number 1. You get a raise. You come in. You take your golf and you change it to a BM. En nou ry jy in jou straat. Nou trek jy in en almal sê, wonder waar hy nou weer daai geld gesteel het. We cannot accept that people work hard. We cannot believe there are some people that earn a living. It's wrong. Kan ons nie net iets goed sê vir mekaar? Kan ek nie net sê, what a beautiful, beautiful woman you are. What brilliant glasses. Nee? Ons kan ons moet afbreek, aftrek. Nee man. Nee man. Can I also tell you, young man, that young man, can I tell you something? Do you want me to tell you something? Yes. I want to tell you something today. Can you hear me clearly? Yes. You are not disabled. Yes. You are not disabled. Yes. You have just abilities that others don't have. Yes. Yes. Stop telling our people they are disabled. They are enabled. Because when God did this, He didn't do that because He hates you. He did this because He grew this in you. He grew that. So, you know what? Maybe it's time that we make our disabled people enabled. Because when we take a person that has a physical disability, then we make him someone that has a brain ability. Yes. Maak vir my so. Maak so. Maak so. Maak so. So you can use a keyboard. Yes. Can you use this? Yes. Can you see me? You are bloody able. Stop looking at us as being a country with disability. Start looking at us as a country with an ability. Yes. South Africa is the strongest country in the world. When we unite, when we stand together, when we put racism aside, we will conquer the world again. Maar ons moet saam staan as een land. Ja of nee? Ja. Ja. In conclusion, we dream of a country where no racism will exist in our heart. We dream of a country where white and black can stand together and love each other. We stand for a country where no longer race is the enemy, but we focus on poverty. Yes. We focus on taking crime out. Yes. And we focus on eradicating corruption in our leadership. Yes. Once we rise as a country with godly principle, yes, we will be the best country in the world. On the 27th of October, Lentegeur, hoor my mooi, hoor my duidelik. 27 October, we are kicking the government of the day out here, and we're replacing it with a ward councillor called Patricia. All in favour of appointing Patricia as ward councillor, say aye. Aye. Say aye. Aye. Say aye. Aye. Now make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. And we will be free. God bless you. Die Here seën julle, inshallah. Bring the UIM here again. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining us today. Lentegeur, we'll bring you the live and the updates later on today, so keep a lookout on the Facebook site. We'll post everything to YouTube. Cheers.